Recording in progress.
Good morning. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Wednesday, November 12th meeting of the Board of Commissioners and call the meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Day off got us a little, says. Okay, did anybody sign up to speak on any agenda item?
No.
Seeing none, we will move on to the accounts payable docket. Do we have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Mr. Morton?
Aye.
Mr. Hazen?
Aye.
And Mr. Baxmeyer?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next, approval of the Hospital Authority Board appointment. This is something that we tabled, so we're going to have to do our favorite thing. And first of all, do we have a motion to untable?
I'd like to make a motion to untable the approval of the Hospital Authority Board appointment.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Commissioner Morton?
Aye.
Commissioner Hazen?
Aye.
Commissioner Baxmeyer?
Aye.
It is untabled.
Next, open the floor for nominations.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a nomination of Deborah Grounds.
Second.
There being no other nominations, they will be closed, and we'll move on to a motion.
Motion to accept Deborah Grounds to the Hospital Authority Board.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Commissioner Morton?
Aye.
Commissioner Hazen?
Aye.
Commissioner Baxmeyer?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Moving on to Resolution R 19-C-2025, transfer of real property to the St. Joseph County Redevelopment Commission.
Good morning, Bill Shalio, Economic Development Director, part of the Department of Infrastructure Planning and Growth with offices on the 7th and 11th floor. Before you today is Resolution R-19-C-2025. This is a resolution to move 3 properties presently owned by the Board of Commissioners to the Redevelopment Commission's list of ownership. These properties were acquired using Redevelopment Commission funds several years ago. They're on the acquisition list for the new Carlisle Economic Development Area. There's some activities that require us to move these properties under commission control so that we can manage development or other activities on these properties. Would ask for your approval. The properties are listed at 30233 Edison Road. This is a property that was a residential house that was acquired. The house was torn down. This is property on the north side of Edison Road at Snowberry Road. This is property that will be incorporated into public right-of-way. 494 and 496 East Michigan Street are both properties associated with the old trailer park in New Carlisle. We're doing a lot of pre-development activities related to that property in relationship to the consideration for a NICTD train station at that site and another couple of developments. So we'd ask for your approval to transfer from the Board of Commissioners to the Redevelopment Commission these 3 properties. Any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. I would note that the Redevelopment Commission earlier today at its meeting approved a matching resolution to accept these properties, assuming and subject to your approval of this resolution.
Bill, I know the answer, but the first property on Edison Road, that's part of the proposed interchange?
No, it actually isn't. It's on Edison Road, just east of Cleveland Cliffs Tech and Coat. But as we do some platting of right-of-way on Edison Road, based on the new road improvements and sewer project that was done in that area, it's a piece of property that actually has, years ago, somebody well before me bought a strip of property on the north side of the road to use and dedicate as right-of-way. This property was acquired, and what we would do is just dedicate it as part of the public right-of-way. So it really is just kind of a cleanup action that we're going to do as part of the improvements that we're presently making on Edison Road.
So I didn't know what that was for.
There you go. So that's why you have me. So
How about the other two?
The other two are, again, part of the trailer park site, and we're just looking to transfer those as part of development activities, future development activities.
I would just note that there's been no final decision on a new train station or anything else out there.
That is correct. We're two-thirds of the way through for an approval. We have the third one to go later this month with a presentation to the NICTD board, so. Not that that will generate a full approval, but it will at least generate consideration of that as a site if a project were to move forward.
Gentlemen, any questions? If not, do we have a motion to approve Resolution R-19-C-2025?
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Commissioner Morton?
Aye.
Commissioner Hazen?
Aye.
Commissioner Baxmeyer?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Moving on to IPG. Approval of change order number 1 for RNS 92503-R, the GM employee entrance in the IEC with Reith Riley Construction.
Good morning, Sky Meadows, Department of Infrastructure Planning and Growth, offices on the 7th and 11th floor. This item is a change order for some changes that were required for the storm sewer on this project due to some site conditions that were unforeseen. The change order is in the amount of $5,238.06. We have reviewed this and recommend your approval. Happy to answer any questions.
Gentlemen, any questions? The total amount to date is $1,304,075.06, so this is a relatively small change order
Yes.
in the big scheme of things.
Yes.
Do we have a motion to approve change order number 1?
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Commissioner Morton?
Aye.
Commissioner Hazen?
Aye.
Commissioner Baxmeyer?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next, approval of change order number 4 with LD Doxa Associates for the SJC Water Treatment Plant Phase 2 expansion.
This change order is to extend the substantial completion date for the project to May 31st, 2026, mainly for site restoration. We've gotten into the time of the year now where they really can't put seating down or anything like that, so we're extending that date till next year so that we can get the final site restoration and those items completed. We've reviewed and recommend your approval. There's no monetary changes associated with this change order.
Questions? If not, do we have a motion to approve the change order number 4?
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Commissioner Morton?
Aye.
Commissioner Hazen?
Aye.
Commissioner Baxmeyer?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next, we have approval of the request to advertise for RNS 92602-D, resurfacing and rehabilitation
Yeah.
on various roads.
What this request is to advertise the bids for paving that will utilize the $2.9 million that the council appropriated additional previously. We're going to bid that out and get that encumbered before the end of the year, and then those projects will be paved next year. Being able to get this out this year and then having them paved next year, we're hoping to get some good pricing, able to get it out, and contractors looking to get stuff on their books. For next year, it's about approximately 9 miles of paving. It's a combination of a main line and subs. So we are looking to advertise this Friday and the next Friday, and then receive bids in early December. Happy to answer any questions.
Sky.
Yes, sir.
We talked about the conditions on Fur Road. Is that part of
Fur
this?
Road, yes, sir. Fur Road is in this package.
I was so hoping.
Yes, sir. It's greatly needed.
Thank you.
So, yes, sir.
Any other questions or comments? If not, do we have a motion to approve the request to advertise for resurfacing and rehabilitation?
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Commissioner Morton?
Aye.
Commissioner Hazen?
Aye.
Commissioner Baxmeyer?
Aye.
Mr.
Thank you.
President, just so you know, there is a request to comment on the next agenda item.
Okay. The person who wishes to, I don't see any hands up.
It's online.
Oh, okay. Steve. Mr. Francis, you asked to comment on this.
Yes, thank you. Is this the MOU?
It is.
Okay, yeah, I commented at the redevelopment commission, but I want to talk a little bit about this since I haven't seen this MOU and, you know, it's very hard. I understand this is a long process. It's been, you know, a resolution of contested issues out on the east side. But one thing I want to comment on is that it makes determinations that, you know, an economic development area will be established for vast acreage on the east side of Capitol Avenue and east and west side of Capitol Avenue, all the way up to the toll road, over to Beach Road and down. And, you know, what this is doing is, and obviously the establishment of TIF areas that would be in that economic development area. So what this is doing is you're approving a memo of understanding that has been negotiated, and I realize, but various boards and commissions and councils have to approve that kind of structure. And I think this is the start of that. The RDC didn't take testimony, but they issued a declaratory resolution to do so. And I think as commissioners, you need to drive the process and make sure that the public has much adequate input, not at the end where things have already been greased and are good to go, but to understand that there's a lot of resistance to establishing an area out on the east side, an industrial zone that is equivalent to what you've done on the west side and created all kinds of problems out there, including the third data center, which is under rezoning outside of that area. The expansion of that area has grown from several thousand acres to 7,200, and the IEC doesn't even include the third data centers area that is under consideration for rezoning. I don't trust, to some extent, the economic development director when he tells the St. Joe County Council that in fact that area that is under rezoning out in the west side is in fact in the IEC, which it is not, and he had to backtrack on that. I asked that he be corrected on that, either by yourselves or he at the council meeting tonight. I also then will express an objection that this memo of understanding is precipitated upon really kind of the process of approval that has to go through many steps out on the east side. 500 people showed up in Granger or in opposition to the Microsoft project. And I guarantee you there will be opposition to the expanded industrial zone that you are approving today, or at least the process to move forward on that you're approving today if you vote for this. I know you're going to vote for it, but I want an open public process. I want to be considered. TIF monies are taken out of the general fund and are not available to the general fund. So we know that is going to happen, and I think the council will have concerns about that as well. Thank you.
We have been asked to table this.
Yeah, this agreement is still being drafted, so until that's complete, we would request that the commissioners table that.
Do we have a motion to table the memorandum of understanding for IURC matters with the city of Mishawaka?
Motion to table.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Commissioner Morton?
Aye.
Commissioner Hazen?
Aye.
Commissioner Baxmeyer?
Aye. Approval of the consent agenda for IPG. Motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Commissioner Morton?
Aye.
Commissioner Hazen?
Aye.
Commissioner Baxmeyer?
Aye. And physical assets, approval of the consent agenda for them.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Commissioner Morton?
Aye.
Commissioner Hazen?
Aye.
Commissioner Baxmeyer?
Aye. Moving on to Purdue Extension.
Morning, my name is Dustin Ryder. I work with Purdue Extension here in St. Joseph County. That's located on the second floor of the law building. I'm here to present our contractual service agreement as well as the mileage letter for 2026. Do you have a preference of which one we begin with?
No.
Okay, perfect. Starting with the contractual services, this is again that annual agreement between the county and Purdue. Essentially, this allows us to provide those educational programs and that research-based resources to a myriad of individuals within the community. This also allows access to not only our educators, but up to 200 or more Purdue specialists. And we do also have an annual meeting that we plan to have the end of February, early March. I do believe we typically invite you folks, and I reckon we'll probably extend that offer as well. And then if you have any questions about that contractual services agreement, I'm more than welcome to, or more than happy to answer those questions.
This just finalizes the agreement. It's already in the budget for next year.
Yep, that's correct. We did account for that in our 2026 request.
And just, you have looked at this.
That's correct.
Gentlemen, any questions on the extension of the contractual services agreement? If not, do we have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. Commissioner Morton?
Aye.
Commissioner Hazen?
Aye.
Commissioner Baxmeyer?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Now we
Right.
can talk about the second.
Perfect. All right, so moving on to the mileage letter. This is pertaining to 2026. So again, I did kind of mention that we do have those resources and programs that we put on in the community. So in order to kind of account for that mileage reimbursement, that's kind of what the mileage letter encompasses. So it allows us to do those educational programs as well as on-site consults for things like agriculture.
And as noted in the letter, the travel budget was $11,000. That's been approved. And really, as I understand it, the current way it works, it has to go through the Purdue Ag Business Office. I want to make sure I said that right.
So that's not the current way that it goes. I believe last year they switched out the ag business office, so they cut them out as the middleman, hence why we typically come through the county for reimbursement on mileage.
Questions, comments? Well, we appreciate the work that the Extension Office does.
We appreciate you folks.
Do we have a motion to approve the travel mileage blanket request for 2026?
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Commissioner Morton?
Aye.
Commissioner Hazen?
Aye.
Commissioner Baxmeyer?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, folks. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
We'll move on to public comments.
Morning, Commissioners. Thank you for your work. Dan Caruso, New Carlisle. I spoke earlier at the Redevelopment Commission on several things, but didn't have quite enough time to finish. The main reason I was speaking is that I feel that the $50 million that is proposed to be spent on the diverging diamond intersection at Larison and 2 is unnecessary, is not needed. Friends who I had directed over to the Blue Chip Casino because they say there's no other casino for them, asked if it was okay to start using State Road 2 again. And I said, sure. And they got back to me this weekend and said, oh my God, it's like the old days. You can just kind of drive without paying attention. And that is because an issue came up with the redevelopment commission with Ryan, one of the general contractors there, they're going to renew the lease of $2,000 a month for the parking lot area north of Early, west of Walnut, that they're using for those centers there that they put in. But they're getting ready, they're downsizing. People are starting to leave. There's not as many people there now, and soon there won't be any people there. They're going to restore it into a nature area. And that goes in part as to the no need for this intersection. We're going to sink $50 million, a state $31 million, Amazon $7 million, and St. Joseph County $12 million into this intersection that is going to be there, as I see it now, for one purpose: to encourage more industrial sprawl. It will say, well, hey, we've got this great intersection, guys. Bring your stuff in here. We've got this vacant farmland down here, which you can just plop your stuff on top of. It's time to stop the industrial sprawl. And that's all this intersection will do. It is not necessary. We're not exactly sure what's going on with GM now. The construction crews with Amazon are largely gone north of 2, and slowly but surely they're going away south of 2. And there will just be the crews in each, during 4 shifts, 6 to 9 people in each of those shells that they're building employed at that place. Certainly no need to put in this crazy. I've been on one of these intersections, and believe me, the first time you get on one, they are really scary. But once you get used to them, it's okay. But there's no need to put all that money into this intersection, because then it just gives a reason to provide, to encourage more economic development. And I say no more rezoning of ag land to industrial in Olive Township and New Carlisle. Thank you.
Anyone else in the audience wish to offer a comment? How about those online? Seeing none. Do we have a motion to recess?
Before we recess, I would just like to make a comment about the unexpected storm yesterday and the prompt response from our highway department. I even received a few calls on the great job that was done. So thank you. And as far as, now that I'm on a roll about the highway department, I've received calls, not just recently, but ongoing, on the proposed reopening of the Mayflower Bridge. And so I stopped by the other day, and I received a call first thing this morning, and the information that I received was very positive. So thank you again, and I'll make sure that I relay the message that I received this morning to the people who have been calling me. It'll be music to their ears, so thank you.
Anything else? If not, do we have a motion to recess?
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Commissioner Morton?
Aye.
Commissioner Hazen?
Aye.
Commissioner Baxmeyer?
Aye.
We are recessed.
Recording stopped.